In this video, I am going to be talking about Bitcoin. What the hell is Bitcoin, why everyone is talking about it, and how you can buy some for yourself. Stay tuned. So pretty much everyone now has heard of the worldwide craze that is buying Bitcoin. And if you haven't, well, let's face it, you have, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. Even my mum asked me yesterday if she should be buying Bitcoin. But yeah, anyways, what I'm going to be doing in this video is telling you all about Bitcoin and how to buy it. And what I'm actually going to do also is leave timestamps in the description for each one so you can skip as you please. But basically all I'm going to be doing is part one, explaining exactly what Bitcoin is. Number two, I'm going to talk about why Bitcoin has become so popular in the past couple of months and why so many people are now buying it. And then finally, what I'm going to do is give you a quick demo on my phone or my computer on how you can actually buy some Bitcoin for yourself. But one quick thing before I start, I am no expert, nor do I hold any financial qualifications. I am personally invested into Bitcoin and another cryptocurrency, and I'm just sharing my experiences and personal opinions. So if that is something you are okay with, let's get started. So what is Bitcoin? All right, so let's try and break this down as simple as possible. It took me months to even understand it myself, but basically Bitcoin is what is classed as a cryptocurrency, and that is where we are going to break that term down first. Okay, so starting off with the currency side of things, a currency is a system of money in general use in a particular country. For example, you have the dollar, the pound, and the euro. And then what you get from that is cryptocurrencies, which is where coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin exist. And the crypto part of this basically stands for cryptography, which is a method of protecting information through the use of codes. Basically, the main benefits of a cryptocurrency over a normal currency are, number one, they are all 100% digital. Number two is you can control how they are made, because number one, you can't obviously print any money because it is all online. And then finally, and one of the main benefits, it hides the identities of its users, so making it a lot more safer to make transactions. You guys still with me? Good, so let's talk about how a cryptocurrency is created when there is no such thing as a physical person. And this is very much using the example of Bitcoin, and we'll get to that in a second. But basically, cryptocurrencies, unlike normal money where people can just print the money, with cryptocurrencies, people put their computers to work to solve mathematical equations to what is classed as mining the digital currency. Now, this sounds all very good, and you're probably thinking, how about I just get a cheap computer and start mining myself and I'll get loads of Bitcoins and become super rich? Well, unfortunately, it's not as easy as that. To mine Bitcoin, you would now need pretty much a supercomputer that would cost thousands of pounds, and you will be using so much electricity. And some people actually say is, if you were to start now, it could actually take you years before you could even earn your first Bitcoin, because the more and more Bitcoins that are mined, the harder the equations get to solve, which makes it harder to obviously attain a Bitcoin through mining. So what the majority of people do is buy Bitcoin as an investment in the hopes that it's going to go up. But once again, we'll talk about the investment side in just a second. But just going back, that is basically what Bitcoin is. It is the number one cryptocurrency out there, and it was created by someone called Satoshi Nakamoto, whose identity still remains unknown and has vanished way before people even knew what Bitcoin exists. Now, if he is still alive, that is one dude that definitely doesn't care about the fame. So what can you actually buy with this newfound currency we call Bitcoin? Well, at the moment, not actually that much, although we do start to hear about businesses almost on a daily basis accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. And the latest big news that everyone is kind of talking about is that Tesla, the electric car company, has now announced that they plan to accept Bitcoin. I'm not sure whether they actually have that in place or not yet, but the big news is that Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, also one of the biggest companies in America, one of the most innovative companies as well, has invested $1.5 billion into Bitcoin and has announced that they fully plan to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment for their electric cars in the future. So if we can't really do much with it right now, why are people actually buying it? And the main reason for buying it right now is that, number one, people are investing into the thought of it becoming a leading asset class in the future. Some people actually think it will end up replacing the US dollar as our main kind of form of currency. And basically the second reason, probably the most popular one right now, especially especially with the retail investors, that people are investing in it like they would with stocks or gold, with the hope that it rises in price so they can sell it and make some profits. And boy, have people made some money. So that's what we're going to talk about now. Why has it gone to $60,000 at the time of making this video, and why are so many people talking about it and investing into it? Well, the number one reason that we have seen a massive spike, and I did just touch on this, is that massive companies are now actually starting to come out to announce that they are going to be using Bitcoin in the future. This obviously gives investors a lot of confidence when buying Bitcoin and stuff like that. People like I just mentioned, Elon Musk tweets about it very regularly. Big, massive hedge funds on Wall Street are starting to invest in it, and even PayPal are now allowing you to buy and store crypto on their website. Now, of course, just like with any investment, stuff like this, like news, hype, any kind of excitement around something is always going to make the asset go up. So that's one reason. Another main reason why people are seeing it go up so fast is FOMO, which is fear of missing out. This is people hearing about it, their friends making money from it, seeing it on social media, in the news and stuff like that, and that causes them to want to invest. Of course, that is one of the reasons I started investing it back in 2017. I heard about it through a friend. I heard that it was going to be massive in the future, which it obviously has ended up being, and that was the reason I started looking into it. So fear of missing out is of course another big thing. And then another reason could be people actually do believe in the currency becoming our main go-to currency in the future, and they fully believe in the technology. But personally, I think the majority of retail investors, and the reason why we've seen it go up so much right now, is that people are in it for the quick flip, which could get a little bit dangerous, but that's just my personal opinion. Okay, so how do you actually get hold of a Bitcoin? Well, you're going to need a few things. The first thing you're going to need is a Bitcoin address. This is basically a long string of numbers that is unique to you, basically like a bank account number. The second thing you're going to need is a Bitcoin wallet, which is a secure place to store your Bitcoin. The third thing you're going to need is an exchange to actually buy your Bitcoin. And then the fourth thing you're going to need is, of course, some money to actually buy and convert into Bitcoin. Sounds like a lot of work, right? Well, don't worry, because lucky there are actually websites out there that do all of this for you. And the one that I'm going to give you a quick demo on today is going to be Coinbase, which is by far the most popular place for beginners to buy their Bitcoin and actually get started investing into cryptocurrency. So what I'm going to do is jump onto the computer and give you a quick demo of me buying some Bitcoin. Okay, so this is the Coinbase home screen, and basically after you sign up, go through the verification process and stuff like that, this is what you are going to see. One thing I am going to do is leave a link for you to sign up to Coinbase, and I think we both get a little bit of crypto, free crypto along the way. But basically after you've signed up, this is what you are exactly going to see. As you can see, this is my own portfolio. I've currently got £1,437 worth of cryptocurrency. Mainly all of that is in Ethereum, but what we're actually going to do is do a demo of buying a little bit of Bitcoin, and it is very much as simple as going up to the top here and clicking on buy/sell, and it's very much as simple as picking what you want to buy. So in this case, we're going to be buying Bitcoin, but you can buy all of these different other cryptocurrencies as well. But today we're going to be buying Bitcoin. And then the second thing and final thing you have to do is you need to pick how you want to pay. You just click on here and you can add the payment method and just add your card details like you would do with any other website. But as you can see, we've already got £2 in my GBP wallet. So yeah, just going to be spending that for demo purposes. So what we're going to do is we're going to click £2 here. And this, of course, isn't going to get me much Bitcoin at all. As you can see, this does come with a Coinbase fee that you have to pay, but most people are going to be investing a little bit more than £2, so the fee isn't going to be as much. But what we're going to be doing is we are going to be buying 0.0002457 Bitcoin, and that's how much it's going to cost after the fees are taken up and stuff like that. And then we simply just go over and we click buy now. And a second, it says our order has been submitted. Basically what you will get is an email here that just says your Bitcoin is now available to trade on Coinbase. Basically it tells you exactly how much we have bought in Bitcoin. And then if I was to come back and go back onto Coinbase, we could go to our portfolio and you can see how much you have in each of the currencies. And if we come down here to Bitcoin, you can see that we have £1 and 1 penny because we just invested £2. And when you minus the 99p Coinbase fee for the transaction we made, we are left with £1 and 1 penny's worth of Bitcoin. And that is the conversion on how much Bitcoin you actually have. One thing to actually note is you do not need to buy an entire Bitcoin. Obviously that would be quite costly at something like £40,000 or $60,000. But there you go. As you can see, and this will be updating all the time. I think maybe this has just gone up a little bit just as I was scrolling on it. So yeah, that is pretty much how to buy Bitcoin, guys. What I'm going to do is jump off the computer, go back onto the main camera, and just tell you how you can get some bonus Bitcoin by signing up through my link. All right, so as I did just mention, if you wanted to invest into Bitcoin or some other cryptocurrencies and you wanted to do it through Coinbase, I do actually have a friend referral link. And basically, if you were to sign up through my link and spend £71.93, we would then both get an additional £7.19 worth of Bitcoin added straight into our wallet. So a nice little bonus there for you if that was something you wanted to do. But just before I finish the video, I do want to give a quick disclaimer once more on buying cryptocurrencies, Bitcoins. This is a very, very volatile market. It can go up and down tens of thousands of pounds in just one day. So please, please, please do your research and only invest money that you can afford to lose. I've seen many people get burned because they get very excited by the fact of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and stuff like that, and they end up putting their life savings. I really do not recommend doing that. And remember guys, everything that goes up can come down just as fast, especially in the Bitcoin world. So make sure you're doing your own research. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like down below, leave me a comment in the comment section, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. Take care.